Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my educational channel. Those of you who are just coming in, and those of you who do not know me, I am Dijonae Jaynae, and beside me, I have my beautiful mommy, who is always on live with me. And for the persons who don't know who I am Dijonae Jaynae, and I'm sitting with my beautiful mommy.
And of course, guys, good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. I am Deborah K. I am Dijonae's mother. And of course, I'm sitting in with your beautiful host. And of course, let's look in the comment section to see who we have here with us. And of course, we have
the Bible Quiz channel.
Mega welcome to you. And they are waiting. We also have Miss Yard's Food. And she's saying good night.
Good night to the princess and the queen.
Thank you, Miss Yards. And of course, she said thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Dawn. All right. Thank you guys for coming on in. And of course, tonight, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be sharing a story with you. And of course, guys, you are on
Read Aloud Friday.
All right. And remember now to tell a friend to come on over and share with us. Of course, tonight is the night when you can come on screen
and read your story. And it won't just be a normal story. It can be a Bible story, a fairy tale story, or a regular story. Any story you want.
All right. And of course, the story that we're sharing with you is
Little Brown Hen.
You heard that story before? Do you know about that story?
Do you know about that story?
Type your answer in the chat.
Type your answer in the chat.
All right. And of course, we're going to go right ahead. And of course, your host, Dijonae, is going to start reading the story for you.
Little Brown Hen. Little Brown Hen had just laid her final egg in the clutch. The heap of eggs was high and deep inside the cane field. Little Brown Hen came out cackling at the top of her voice. She felt free and happy. No one will ever know where the heap of eggs lay. She had hidden them under the dry grass. Mr. Dog happened to be passing on his morning rounds. Wow, wow, woof, woof, came the frightening sound. Little Brown Hen became pale with fear. She jumped up in fear. She could scarcely flap her wings. She felt pinned to the ground. What would happen to her eggs today? What a wonderful morning, barked Mr. Dog. Little Brown Hen chuckled as if to say, "Oh, yes. The air is so cool, I think I smell some freshly laid eggs," remarked Mr. Dog. He held his head high and sniffed the air. Little Brown Hen, pretending to be brave, briskly replied, "Whoever thought somebody could smell eggs in a cane field? I smell sweet sugar." Mr. Dog was determined to find the eggs. He quickly made his way into the cane field. On his way, he dug up several heaps of trash without luck. Little Brown Hen was close behind him. She was quacking with fear. Finally, Mr. Dog came to the secret hiding place. Mr. Dog's eyes sparkled with joy as he started to put the eggs in the pockets of his coat. Little Brown Hen drew closer and closer to Mr. Dog. "Wait, let me examine those eggs, my friend. I know much more about eggs than you will ever know," she shouted. Mr. Dog shook his head. He agreed that Little Brown Hen was an expert in testing eggs. He looked on as Little Brown Hen broke one of the eggs and put it to her lips. The eggs scarcely touched her mouth. She fell to the ground. She flapped her wings and fluttered. She twisted and turned in agony. She flew up in the air and then fell to the ground. Mr. Dog was trembling with fear. Little Brown Hen was doing her job better than Dog. She was a born actress. Run away, Mr. Dog. Run as fast as you can. These eggs are the eggs of the boa constrictor, the deadly snake. They are poison. I need a doctor. Mr. Dog dropped the eggs and hurried out of the field. He ran as though he was being chased by Mr. Fox. He never looked back at poor Little Brown Hen, who was sitting on her heap of eggs once more. After weeks, she would be walking proudly with her brood of chicks. The end.
Wow. And of course, that was a lovely story. For the persons who just came on in, the topic is,
Little Brown Hen.
so this story was about the little brown
Hen.
hen, all right? And of course, from that story, we have some questions. And of course, you can feel free by typing your answer in the chat. So first, we're going to do word in context.
Context.
All right? So we're going to find the word in the lesson that has the meaning for the words that we will give to you, okay? So what is give us a word that is the same as the last one. The last one, all right?
The last one.
The last one. What is another word for the last one?
This should be easy.
So when it is the last something, we say it is the
Something.
it's the final one, all right? And of course, awesome job. All right, another word in context. Give us one word that you heard in the story that is the same as
Set of eggs for hatching.
a set of eggs for.
hatching.
All right. So when you go, you say you find a what of eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we would say eat.
Heap.
We have another question for you.
And Philip Green said heap. Good job.
Let's see, we have another question for you.
Sound made by a foal.
What is the sound that the foal makes?
What is the sound that the foal makes?
Dijonae, do you want to do it for them?
Sure.
Yeah, make that sound.
I don't remember the sound.
I don't know if that's a sound. All right, and of course, the sound made by the foal is
Cackling.
all right. So you guys are doing fantastic.
Yay.
And of course, the Mayo, they are laughing at us.
They're
right.
laughing.
They are laughing at us. Great job, guys. Great going.
Good going.
And of course, we need one word that means
light in color.
when something is light in color, what do we say?
When something is light
That
in
word
color.
starts with P. We say it is. When we say something is light in color, we say it is.
It starts with a P.
Starts with a P. Of course, we say it is pale.
Pale.
All right. You guys are doing a fantastic job.
Great going so far.
All
All
right. So let's see now. So what we just did, we did words in context. And of course, we're going to do understanding the lesson. All right. We're going to look at understanding the lesson. Remember that the story is about the little
brown hen.
All right. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do that part. All right, you guys are doing a fantastic job, and we're happy to have you all. All right, so the first question is,
What is the story mainly about?
so if you know, type your answer in the chat, okay? What is the story mainly about? Is
Is
it
it
about A? We're going to give you, and you're gonna choose, okay? And of course, we have the Mayo, we have the Dennis way,
hello
and
to
they are
Dennis
saying
Way?
hello, and it says, it's been a while. Thank you for coming on over the Dennis way. We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Mega welcome. Thank you for making it Dijonae's educational channel.
Channel.
All right. And of course, the Dennis way said they
I
missed
missed the
the story.
story.
Oh,
It's
so
okay.
so the story was about
Little
the
Brown
title for
Hen.
the story is The
The
Little
Little
Brown
Brown
Hen.
Hen.
All right. And of course, so we're giving the questions now. We're doing understanding the lesson. So the question is
What is the story mainly about?
A,
Little Brown Hen and Mr. Dog
B,
bull constrictors eggs,
C,
a trick that worked, or
D.
eggs in a cane field.
What do you think? A, B, C, or D?
D.
Let us know by typing your answer in the chat.
If you
And
know,
of
type your
course, if you
answers
know,
in the
type
chat.
your answer in the chat.
If you know, type your answers in the chat.
All right. And of course, if you don't know, it is okay. And of course, we have Philip Green. And of course, what Philip said is that he said
A.
A. And of course, Dijonae will let you know if your answer is correct. And of course, the answer is
A.
And of course, Philip Green, thank you. Your answer is correct. The story was about the.
Little Brown Hen and Mr. Dog.
You are correct. Great going. Remember, the title for the story is The.
Little Brown Hen and Mr. Dog.
All right. So, question number 2.
Little Brown Hen protected her eggs by
A,
laying them deep in the cane field,
B,
sitting on them,
C,
telling no one where she laid them,
D.
hiding them under the dry grass.
What did this and did to protect her?
Her eggs.
Or what did she do?
A, B, C, or D.
And I think the answer is
A.
she.
Laying them deep in the cane field.
She did lay them deep in the
Cane
cane
field.
field. All right. So we're doing understanding the lesson. And of course, guys, we're having a wonderful time right here.
Wonderful time.
The next question is
Why did Little Brown Hen's joy turn to fear? How did Little Brown Hen outsmart Mr. Dog?
how did a little brown hen outsmart Mr.
Mr.
Dog?
Dog.
How?
Ho,
All
ho.
right. A,
She showed him the heap of eggs.
B,
She broke one of the eggs.
C,
She pretended that she was poisoned.
D.
She told him the eggs belonged to Bull Constrictor.
What did she
Do.
All right. We have Warrich. Welcome to you, Warrich. Thank you for coming on over. And of course, we're at Read Aloud Friday. All right. And of course, the answer is
D. She told him the eggs belonged to Bull Constrictor.
all right. And of course, that's what she did. All right. So let's see. We have another part to this story. All right. So we're going to look at the values, right? We're going to look at the values. So this is about
protecting the young.
So why do we protect our young ones? How do we protect our young ones?
How do we protect our young ones?
So, mothers of different ways of going about protecting their young ones. All right. And of course, let us know how you go about protecting your young ones. All right. And of course, you know that parents must be careful, caring, and of course, they also need to make sure that they protect their young ones. Doesn't matter what it takes, they got to do it. All right. That's their job. All right. So, let's see.
In the story, the dog wished to eat Little Brown Hen eggs. She could not allow him to do so. She must protect her eggs so that she would have her brood of chicks. If someone wants to hurt you, wouldn't your parents protect you?
Somebody wants to hurt you. Would your parents protect you?
Of
Yes. Of course.
course.
Of course they would.
Of course
If
you will.
somebody wants to hurt Dijonae, I am going to protect her. Yes, I must protect her. Yes. So, of course, parents, that's a job.
People and animals protect their young ones.
All right. So people and animals, they protect their young ones.
Yes.
All right. And of course, the dentist is laughing out. Maybe you see, I'm gonna go protect Dijonae. I don't know about anybody. I'm gonna go protect my little one. All right, guys. I will. I would. I am going to. All right. So yeah. So we're gonna do some further reading,
Further
and of course,
reading.
further reading on the end.
The hen.
All right.
The hen is a ferocious fool. She pecks you till she makes you whole. And all the time she flaps her wings. And she says the most insulting things. And when you try to take her eggs, she bites large pieces from your legs. The only safe way to get these is to creep on your hands and knees. In the meanwhile, a friend must hide and jump out on the other side. And then you snatch the eggs and run, while she pursues the other one. The difficulty is to find a trusty friend who will not mind.
The end. And of course, Lord Alfred
Alfred
Douglas.
Douglas.
All right. That's the poem about the end. All right, guys. And of course, we are happy to have all of you here with us tonight. It was a pleasure having you here on Read Aloud Friday. Guys, remember now, if it is your first time coming here, please be reminded that Dijonae would go live on a
Tuesday, where I will do vocabulary building. On a Wednesday, not only do I do games, but I do educational games and I make them fun for everyone. On a Thursday, where we will do maths hour, where we do maths with Mommy. And on a Friday, back to this, we will do Sales with Mommy Read Aloud Friday. And that is the day where everyone come on screen and read their story. And it can't just be a regular story. It can be a Bible story. It can be a fairy tale story. It can be any story that you want.
all right. And of course, guys, every good thing must come to an end. All right. Tonight's story that we read was about the Little
Brown Hen.
And of course, it is about a dog, Mr. Dog, who wants to take away all of the eggs that this little brown hen lay, right? So, as you know, a mother, you want to bring forth your beautiful little ones. And of course, this hen wants to bring forth her beautiful little chickens. All right. So, what she did was to do all that she could to keep our eggs away from Mr. Dog. Because all Mr. Dog wanted to do was to eat them. And of course, she did outsmart Mr. Dog Mr. Doggy Doggy,
Doggy.
Mr. Doggy Doggy.
Doggy.
Of course, she did outsmart him. And of course, she tell him a little story. And of course, at the end, she was successful. So, of course, we say Mr. N is a what type of animal? Anybody remember? Mr. N is
A ferocious fool.
uh-huh. And of course, guys, we're happy to have you on Read
With a
Aloud
love
Friday.
Friday.
So until next week, this time or earlier at 6:30, we will see you. It was a pleasure having you here. I am Deborah K. I am Dijonae's mother, and I'm sitting in with your beautiful host.
Dijonae Jaynae, and you are on Dijonae Jaynae's educational channel.
All right. And guys, as we always say to you, what good.
Dijonae Jaynae Gordon, and welcome back to my educational channel. Bye.
See you next time.
See you next time.